The tragic end of King Solomon, the wisest king's final days. He was once the richest, the wisest, and the most powerful king, a man directly blessed by God himself. But in the end, King Solomon lost it all. How did someone with everything, unmatched wisdom, unimaginable wealth, and a mighty kingdom, end up empty, sorrowful, and full of regret? This is not just a story from the past. It's a powerful lesson that speaks to our lives today. Solomon, son of David and Bathsheba, began his reign with deep humility. When God appeared to him in a dream, Solomon didn't ask for riches or revenge. Instead, he asked for wisdom to govern his people wisely. God was so pleased with this request that he gave him not only unmatched wisdom, but also wealth, honor, and peace. Solomon's fame spread across the world. He wrote over 3,000 proverbs and 1,000 songs. Kings and queens came from faraway lands just to witness his wisdom firsthand. The Queen of Sheba, amazed by his brilliance, said, "Not even half of what I heard prepared me for what I've seen." His crowning achievement was the magnificent temple in Jerusalem, a house for God built with the finest materials, spiritual center for the nation of Israel. It was a time of glory, unity, and divine favor. But as years passed, something changed. Solomon, once so devoted to God, began making compromises. He married many foreign women, not for love, but for political alliances. Despite God's clear warnings, he welcomed influences that would ultimately pull his heart away. These women brought with them their gods, their traditions, and slowly, Solomon began to tolerate, then embrace, their idol worship. He even built altars for these foreign gods, something unthinkable for a king who had once stood in the presence of the Almighty. The same man who had asked for wisdom to judge between right and wrong forgot how to follow his own advice. God warned him, "If you or your descendants turn from me, the kingdom will be torn away." And so it was. Though God honored the promise he made to David, Solomon's disobedience marked the beginning of Israel's division and downfall. In his final years, Solomon became a man filled with sorrow. In the book of Ecclesiastes, written by him, he pours out his heart. Everything is meaningless, a chasing after the wind. It's the voice of someone who had seen it all, had it all, yet lost what mattered most. So what can we learn from Solomon's fall? Even the wisest among us can stumble when we let pride, compromise, and desire lead us away from our values. This is a warning, but also a message of hope. While Solomon fell, we can rise. We can learn from his mistakes. We can choose a different path. If this story touched you or made you think, consider sharing it. If you'd like to hear more powerful, soul-stirring stories, subscribe and join us on this journey, because sometimes the end of a great king can be the beginning of wisdom for us all.